Okay, and a quick ride report. The tires worked pretty well. They were pretty well sealed up in the morning, so I did add another shot of sealant to both the rear and the front tire and pumped them up to 40 psi, which is like, what, 2.7 bars, and went out on a ride. You can see the tires got a little dirty because I was up in the hills. Not to repeat myself, but these tires at 40 psi are almost unrideable. On the pavement, they're not bad. Smooth pavement, they actually seem to roll a little bit better, but you get into any sort of bumps and they're really harsh. But up in the dirt, in the gravel, the traction was just horrible because the back tire, it'll roll over a rock like that's in the trail, in the gravel, and it'll bounce over that rock, and then the tire just starts hopping and you spin off all your momentum. And then the front tire was really bad. You would be going along, and if you hit a rock maybe an inch, a little over an inch, it would hit the tire. The rock would go flying one way and the tire would go flying the other way. So it would cause the tire to jump like that far to one side or the other, both the back and the front. Really hard to ride compared to 30 pounds. 40 pounds unrideable, 30 pounds they're just a totally different tire. That's my standard protocol when I reseal these tires is I fill them up to 40 pounds, go out on the first ride, and normally I'll just do a ride out on the local bike trails on the flats and not go out and do any rough stuff. But this time of year I like to take advantage of the last few weekends with long daylight past 6 o'clock, because next month it'll be dark at 5 o'clock, so I can't get in as long a ride. And also the weather and the trail conditions let you get up and do the longer ride. So I took these out at 40 pounds and wow, they were just unrideable. So I'm going to let them sit here this week and then we'll check the pressure this weekend, and hopefully they've dropped down closer to 30 and they'll be ready to ride. But I think this tire will probably last maybe another year in the back. When I look back at the video footage, I could see inside where the sealant had started to form rings right around the edge of the tread blocks inside, just like the other tire, which tells me that there's starting to be some micro cracks right along the edge of this tread here on both sides, because there was two strips of sealant residue running up both sides of those tread blocks. Maybe a year I'll either wear out the tread or the tire will start cracking to the point where you're using so much sealant to keep the tire sealed up that it doesn't make sense to ride it anymore. If you start adding sealant every month, that costs money. So at some point, either the tread wears out or the sealant leaks out too quick. So yeah, it's starting to show signs of getting a little bit of leakage. Yeah, there's actually two spots there. One on right there, one right there, and then there was another one here. Yeah, I think I'll get this tire and wear it out over the next year, and then we've got a brand new tire to put on here, and then I don't have to touch the front one. And that'll give me a little bit better tread for this winter. So one of the reasons I like to put the new tire on the back, and also about this time of year, is if that tire lasts roughly 3 years in back, the first winter I get brand new tread, so when it's a little muddy up in the hills in the winter, I get good traction. And then the second winter, I've only got 1 year of riding on the tire, so it's still got maybe 2/3 tread. The third year, it's down to about 1/3 tread. And at that point, that's when I move it to the front. So yeah, if you have any questions about these tires, running them tubeless, etc., post up in the comment section below. And if you've run these tires, feel free to share your thoughts on what kind of pressure you run, what kind of riding do you do, what kind of mileage or kilometers you get on your tread. yeah, any of that sort of stuff, feel free to post that up. And as always, thanks for watching.